John's just the Steve Jobs of mattresses.
The Steve Jobs of mattresses.
This is fascinating.
Does that make up for her calling you a queen?
Yes.
Thank you.
Today on Connections and Callets, we are connecting with John Cooley. He is the owner of all 5 Mattress Superstore locations. And you know, he puts the cool in Cooley. Not only is he an entrepreneur, he is a mattress connoisseur, and he is a sponsor of this podcast. Thank you so much, John, for coming in.
Thank you.
We are
Glad to be
excited,
here.
but we are also really hot. So if you see me sweating, I apologize to all of you. And hopefully you're listening as a podcast so that you can't see me.
Absolutely. It's warm in the podcast studio today, so.
Whew. We're getting into summer, you guys.
It's hot.
You know, they do sell those cooling pillows, I hear.
I was just going there. They have cooling mattresses that sleep up to 10 degrees cooler.
Okay, is that true?
Yeah, they can legally say it. And when you get on...
They can legally say it.
Yeah, they made sure they could legally say it. So when you get on there, usually mattresses, they warm up if they say they're cooling, but this one does not warm up.
At all.
Tempur-Pedic Breeze.
Tempur-Pedic Breeze, and that is available at
Mattress Superstore.
Look at that. You also have pillows that are cooling too, right?
We do. We have an ice cube, and that thing is an ice cube.
Oh, I'm intrigued by that.
Do you sleep with one?
No, I sleep on a latex pillow. It's actually really cool,
A
though.
latex pillow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so we've decided to start off this episode of the podcast with some fun. Gabby has found some mattress trivia.
Yes, we are going to quiz John on his mattress knowledge to see if he is the undisputed mattress king.
Oh, jeez.
Definitely. If John's the mattress king of Cowlitz County.
Let's go.
Right.
I'm ready.
Are you looking at the answers?
Nope. Didn't see a thing.
I will
Okay.
not be cheating. Okay. When was the modern day mattress invented? What we know as a mattress today.
I would go Sealy or Stearns and Foster in 1846.
1870 is what I pulled up.
Oh my
we're going to go ahead and give you the
goodness.
answer.
Yes.
I mean, he even knew
1
the
point.
maker.
Well, and don't we
1 point
always
for
say
John.
we go by Price is Right rules where you can get close, but you can't go over.
Right.
That's always our trivia rules here at Connections and Callets.
It is. And John even cited the maker. So we're going to give John a point.
Wait,
for
was that actually true?
It didn't say that.
Okay.
We're
We're going to give it to him.
going to give it to
What
him.
year did you have down?
1870.
Okay. I'm close. That's
Yeah, very
Okay.
close. Okay. When did couples stop sleeping separately and start sleeping together in one mattress?
Episode 1, Leave It to Beaver.
I actually have heard that fact before, that it was kind of like risque.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. I've heard that before as well. Time-wise, that does place you in about the right time frame.
And they push the 2 twins together, and that makes a king.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's your official answer in years?
Wait, I have a question. Okay, so Leave It to Beaver. I'm just going to puzzle this through with John. Was it a contemporary show? Like, was it coming out at the same time that the time frame was set? Like, I think
good
it's,
question.
a 1950s. It's about the 1950s. Was it filmed in the 1950s?
Good question.
Okay, John, it goes to you.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
What year? What year did couples stop
Okay,
sleeping?
so it was black and white. I'm going with 50s.
Yeah. What year? Like, just throw out a 50s.
1953.
Okay. He's going low in the 50s for Price is Right rules.
Right.
Same year PBR was made.
Same year PBR was made, and maybe that was part of the reason that couples started sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah.
There you go.
It all goes together.
It does, if the data doesn't lie. The answer was 1950s.
Yes.
So again, we're going to go ahead and give it to John.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
Price is
number
Right rules.
3. How many mattresses a year are thrown away?
Ooh, is this in
The U.S.?
the U.S.? Well, give me some parameters here. Okay.
Okay.
How many mattresses
How many
are thrown away?
mattresses?
We don't know. we don't know. We're going to say worldwide. How about that? Worldwide, because this is a large number.
Well, we throw away a lot, and we try to recycle some, and not recycle, but give away, Love Inc., stuff like that. But a lot. I'm going to go 1 million.
I think it's more.
It's more.
In
I'm going to
America?
go 10 million. It's more.
It must be worldwide. It's 20 million.
Oh,
20
That is
million a
really
year.
sad.
Yeah.
As an anthropology major, because it actually always comes back to the fact that I'm an anthropology major.
That and squirrels.
That and squirrels. I always think about the things that, they end up in the landfill, but like we're going to find those things 1,000 years in the future and be like, dang, what are these rectangular, like squishy? Honestly, by that point, it'll probably just be springs. Maybe.
Right. Just springs.
Then you'll have to go back and watch Leave It to Beaver to see where it all came from.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's for you future anthropologists out there.
Okay.
What do we have next?
Last question. How many miles of coil is in the typical queen size mattress?
Oh, dang. This is a tricky one.
Typical queen size mattress. There's a lot. There's 4.7 miles.
4.7 miles. He says it with such confidence. I'm really nervous to hear
I'm
what
nervous
Gabrielle
too. Now
says.
I feel like I need to go check my source because this is far off. 400 miles.
No.
There's no way. We can actually.
Okay, we're gonna look.
We
it
can
up.
bring one. I'll call the guys. They'll bring a mattress here. We'll.
Rip it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll have them walk 400 miles apart from each other?
Yeah. Off the clock.
It would have to be off the clock. Okay, we are doing some real-time Googling right now.
I must find this because.
Thank you so much to Mattress Superstore for being a sponsor of Connections and Callets, and thank you to John for coming on today for the episode. Remember that Mattress Superstore is locally owned and operated, and if you want to get comfortable, you need to get into the Mattress Superstore. They have a location on Vandercook Way, or you can check out their new factory outlet location that is off of West Callets Way. Remember, they deliver. They set up and they always pay the sales tax. A big thank you to Mattress Superstore for sponsoring, and a big thank you because they brought us pillows today. Also remember that they are doing free pillow weekends while supplies last. So if you need a new pillow, get on into the Mattress Superstore and grab yours.
Connections and Cowlitz is also sponsored by ServPro of Longview, Kelso. Locally owned and operated, the #1 residential and commercial cleanup company in the U.S. They help with smoke and fire damage, water cleanup, vandalism cleanup, mold remediation, and more. And remember, as a homeowner, you get the final say on who is in your home. Locally owned, locally operated, ServPro of Longview, Kelso.
Okay, but let's talk. While Gabby's looking,
Yes.
let's you and I talk about springs. Because, we do a little bit of a pre-interview here. We're trying to be professional queens on this podcast. So we were talking about, what we might be chatting about. And I brought up springs. And I said, when did springs get phased out of mattresses? And John told me...
So I think you're talking about like the NASA foam, the Tempur-Pedic, stuff like that. But typical springs, like the one underneath Wile E. Coyote's foot, is called an open coil, and it was used in like Sealy's and a lot of other major manufacturers. And then they developed a Marshall coil, which they put that regular coil inside of a pocket to deaden motion from side to side. And then they lost their patent on that in the 90s. So when you say typical mattress without any springs, I'm going to go 90s just because that's around when Tempur-Pedic started coming out and you see all the foams and stuff like that.
But is there still some sort of spring in modern day mattresses?
Oh, yeah. So they still use that old Wile E. Coyote spring and pocketed coils, and nowadays they actually have a hybrid with coils and the foam on top of it. So you get the best of both worlds.
Wile E. Coyote spring, is that what they call it in the mattress world?
It's a technical term, not used frequently enough, and I just wanted to breathe life back
Also,
into it.
I really like the fact that we're bringing Wile E. Coyote to the youth of today. Not that the youth watch this podcast.
No,
but,
no.
I think
Let's
we
not
need
get
to...
it twisted.
Yeah.
Leave it
Our
to
general
Beaver and
audience is
Wile E.
We're
about
not that
35
cool.
plus. Wile E. Coyote, we need to talk more about him in like the zeitgeist because the kids these days don't know him.
What did you just say? The what?
The zeitgeist.
What does this even mean?
No.
What?
Do you know what
she's just
zeitgeist
making
is?
words up now,
Isn't
people.
it a YouTube video that talks about some kind of conspiracy?
No.
Okay.
She's just making words up.
Might be wrong.
I'm not.
She's just
Okay,
making words
this
up.
is going to be clipped, and over the clip, I am going to insert the dictionary.com definition for zeitgeist.
If it doesn't come from Miss Merriam-Webster, it is not a word.
Fine, I will get it from Miss Merriam-Webster. Challenge accepted. Thank you very much.
Fine.
Okay, Gabby, we might
Break
have
these guys
to.
up, man. Ooh.
Also,
You should have seen some of our past arguments on our old podcast, Not Your Mother's Housing Market. Go watch the episodes if you're here. There's still a lot of good information. We would get into it about some things, John. Except usually it had nothing to do with the real estate market. It was all about pop culture, as it is right now.
as it is now, I am an out-of-touch pop culture grandma.
Okay, we don't care.
Okay, I'm not finding the 400 miles of coil. We're going to come back to that. But the 20 million mattresses, it did say strictly from the United States.
Okay.
Which seems like a lot. How do we throw away 20 million mattresses a year as a country?
Well, see, this is what I will say,
We need
because
self-evaluation.
not only is John one of the sponsors of Connections and Cowlets, but John is also my husband's boss and has been my husband's boss. This is some inside baseball.
Shout out to Corey.
Shout out to Corey. Has been my husband's boss for almost 13 years, I think.
Yeah.
So I have known him a long time.
I've
known
yeah.
Mattress Superstore a long time. He's great.
Yeah.
We love Corey.
We love Corey. Oh my gosh. Okay, what were we talking about? Because now I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh, this is what I'll say. So I have been around the mattress industry for a long time, and people always say to me, and maybe you hear this a lot, I don't understand how mattress stores stay in business, because you buy a mattress, and I've had my mattress for this long. But the thing is, people are always being born, and people are always growing, and people are moving out and getting their own houses. And so there is a decent amount of turnover in mattresses.
Very true.
Every 10 years is how long a mattress is usually designed to last.
Okay.
People used to replace them every 15 to 20 because that's just what they did. Mm-hmm. And now mattress stores are kind of like when you're walking down like the grocery aisle looking for a cereal box. There's like so much to choose from. Mm-hmm. And people actually replace their mattress every 8 years now, typically.
Wow.
Okay. So you talk about how long they're built to last. Let's just get into this part really fast. We're getting into the Mattress Superstore of it all. Warranties. Are there warranties on mattresses?
Yeah. So if the mattress dips more than 1.5 inches, it's usually defective. If a seam comes undone or if a coil comes out.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then they just call you and say, hey, there's something wrong with my mattress. And you're like, okay, we'll take care of the warranty for you.
Right.
Is
Okay,
that
cool.
why you have to keep the tag on forever?
Yes, do not cut the law tag off, because if you don't have the law tag, that's when that mattress was born and shows you the warranty. So
Those tags are frightening,
so
though.
ugly. How we really have to keep it on there? What if we cut it off and keep it in a Ziploc bag somewhere?
you can do that, but it's sewn in at the head of the bed, so it shouldn't give you any problems. It's so annoying.
It's so annoying. Also,
Maybe
it's
my
probably
mattress
underneath your
is-
sheets.
Or maybe my mattress is turned the wrong way. I'm not sure. Either
There's
way.
also tags on the side of the bed, and you can rip all those off. Those are just, hey, send in for 2 free pillows. Let us put you on this mailing list, but don't do that.
You heard it from John. You can remove some of the tags on your mattress.
Not the one that's sewn in.
Not
Keep
the
that
one that's
one
sewn
on
in.
there.
Okay, don't blame him. Okay, so we talked about some warranty stuff. Another question, just when we're getting to talking about mattresses, should we flip or not to flip your mattress?
So about early 2000s, most mattress companies went to one-sided. So you never have to flip them, but I do recommend turning it. So you never flip your mattress anymore. And if you're questioning if you should flip your mattress, you probably need a mattress. Shop Mattress Superstore.
If you're questioning if you should flip your mattress, you probably need a mattress. I'm
Just
going to
a
say
new
that
one.
one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Just a new one.
Okay, so we will get more into the mattresses of it all, but we also want to connect with John, because that's really the point of this podcast, connecting with people that are business owners, that are change makers in our community, and people that it's just cool to know. You get to talk to the person behind the business.
The man behind the mattress.
The man
The queen.
behind the mattress.
She referred to me as queen earlier. We all remember that.
We do. I'm in so much trouble.
Okay, she called you a man this time, so let's
Thank you.
move on. You have to call him a man one more time throughout the episode to
3 for 1.
you know, even the odds. Okay, John. Even the odds, is that not probably the right thing to say? Zeitgeist was real though. Okay.
I don't believe it. Okay.
It is you guys. Okay, so I, again, have known John forever, and I do know that you started out as a mattress salesperson for a different company. So, you know, kind of want to hear that jump that you made from salesperson, from employee, probably a W-2, to owning your own business. The first store was started here in Longview, correct?
Correct.
And now you have 5 locations. You've got one in Longview.
One in Kelso.
One in Kelso.
One in Battleground, and 2 in Vancouver.
Yeah. Wow. So going from, you know, again, a W-2 employee to having 5 businesses, and then also 5 stores, and also other businesses too. Like I said, entrepreneur, mattress connoisseur. So yeah, tell us kind of how that journey happened for you.
So started off at Sleep Country USA.
Sleep Country.
USA.
We can say that now because they're not around anymore.
They're not around anymore.
I started slightly singing it, and then I was like, wait, that's the competitor. But they're not around anymore,
Not
so I can
anymore.
sing it all the
Perfect.
time now. Okay.
And we're over in the Triangle, right on the corner in the Triangle, right next to the Ross over there.
Nice.
And I was there for like 3 or 4 years at that location, and then
And you were the guy.
yeah.
He was the guy. The
man.
Guys. He was the man. He was slinging mattresses. And pillows.
And
And mattress protectors, probably.
me and 2 other partners started the business, and we're like, man, we can do this on our own. And we went to a bunch of different trainings, and shout out Kevin Carroll. He wrote this book called Chase Your Red Rubber Ball, and our red rubber ball was opening our own store. So we decided to do that. We talked to Michael Manchester and got our first location. And
Right
then-
next door to
right
the
next-
Manchesters.
Right next door. And then we opened 4 more stores in
So when did that first store open?
2008,
Nice.
2008.
2008.
And when did the second store open?
2010.
Okay, so 2 years and you opened a second location. That's very impressive.
Yeah. And then we opened a couple locations in Vancouver. A couple didn't work, a couple did, and we held on to the ones that did. And
I think that's really important too, that people, frightens them about
Yes.
business growth, but that is just part of it where you're like, okay, we're going to throw some stuff at the wall. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. We're going to back off from it. We're not going to like die on the hill.
Yes.
right. But the first one has to hit, so you can make
Right.
those mistakes. If your first one doesn't hit, you're not gonna.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I have heard the lore, the Mattress Superstore lore, that originally your warehouse was your garage or someone's garage.
Yeah, it was actually a shop.
And you guys were also the salespeople and also the delivery drivers.
Yeah, we were the delivery guys. Trucks would come in. We'd have to run over to the warehouse, unload the truck, and then, yeah, it was.
John's just the Steve Jobs of mattresses.
The Steve Jobs of Mattresses.
This is fascinating.
Does that make up for her calling you a queen?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, so definitely, again, that's another thing, people, business owners, and, we
Yes.
both know a lot of business owners, you do. It's such a labor of love, and also when you
Yes.
do first start your own business, it's like, forget 40 hours a week, you are working nonstop. It's like,
Yep,
if that is your
24/7.
red rubber ball, then you are the salesperson and the delivery driver and the warehouse manager and the
marketer.
purchaser.
Yep.
Yes.
Multiple hats. You got to wear multiple hats.
Yeah. Switch them
Yes.
out fast. Except all of them say Mattress Superstore for you.
They do.
I have been
No,
known
they say
to wear a
father,
Mattress
too.
Superstore.
And husband.
Yes. And also Airbnb owner.
Yeah, that's true. Down in Tucson, you want to come down.
Real estate investor.
Yeah. Talk about streams of income. Jobs got him.
Love
Jobs
it.
got him.
Steve-
John's got him.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Jobs.
Oh my gosh.
It's in the zeitgeist.
Also, one thing he's gotten my husband on for a while, maybe not so much anymore, is finding baseball cards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
That was so COVID.
My
Yeah.
kids are so into baseball, or not baseball, football cards and soccer cards. That's what my house is into. Yes. So I get it.
That's so much fun.
Yeah. That's the one where Corey calls me and he's like, you need to go to Fred Meyer's right now because John heard that there are cards there.
New shipment.
Yeah.
Go
me and
look.
me and your husband walked through a Target, and we had these boxes of cards.
Yeah.
And there was like a limit, and you're like, I got 4, you got 4. How many do you got? How
Yeah.
many do you got? Let's go.
Yeah. Well, then also it's like that's when you are like calling someone and being like, hey, could you also buy 4?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I have also received those calls.
Yeah. Also grab toilet paper. It's COVID. Come on. Yeah.
No kidding. Okay, speaking of, this is a derailment, but I somehow the other day fully ran out of toilet paper. Like literally I thought that I had a whole thing of it in my children's bathroom. It was not there. I was frightened. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I live in Toodles, so it's not easy for me to get toilet paper. Shout out to Drew's though. I had to go into my COVID stash of toilet paper, which actually was a huge industrial roll that Corey took from work in 2020. It was dark times at my house last week.
Behind the cans of Spam. There's the toilet
good.
paper.
Seriously.
The Mattress Superstore toilet paper.
Yeah.
Well, at least I got it through you. You got it.
At least I got it through me. That's
Yeah.
so true. So true.
Okay, so John, Mattress Hacks. That's our next question. You did kind of already answer one. If you think you should flip, you should probably just buy a new one.
But he also said you can twist. Saying no to the flip, yes to the twist.
Okay.
True.
What are some other mattress hacks for the people?
Mattress hacks. So turn your mattress. Get a mattress protector because everybody sweats into their mattress and there's bed bugs and all kinds of stuff. People sweat. It's actually like a gallon, Actually, it's a liter a night.
I have
sweat
sweated
into their mattress.
a liter sitting here today.
A liter a night? Times 2 people?
Mattress
A
facts.
2 liter of sweat in your mattress every night?
Your mattress doubles its weight every 10 years. And that's because of all the stuff coming out of you.
That's why you get one every 8 years, and that's also why mattress stores stay in business.
I am genuinely disturbed. Get a mattress protector, people.
Yeah.
At
Okay.
Mattress Superstore.
Because you can't wash your mattress.
So true. A question though. This might be controversial. If you get a mattress protector, do the cooling mattresses still work?
Ooh.
You're adding layers between you and the cooling factor, so I'm going to go with yes.
Okay.
So it does.
Okay.
And some of the brands, most of the brands will void your warranty if you get a stain on the mattress. There's a couple brands that don't, so you can sleep right next to that cooling that you're talking about.
Okay.
So there's just a layer of sheets in between.
Yes. Okay, another question. Actually, we'll stay on the hacks. Any more for us?
Get 8 hours of sleep a night.
So true, you guys. So true.
How does one do that?
By going to bed earlier.
Yeah.
And by waking up later. That's how.
Yeah.
Or maybe a nap. I don't know. Okay. I had a question. Let's see if I can get back to it. You guys, I don't know. So we'll move on.
All right.
Okay. Mattress hacks, but then, yes. No. Still going.
Well, also make sure on mattress hacks, make sure you got the proper support underneath your mattress.
Okay.
So that's a box spring, that's a piece of plywood, something that your mattress has adequate support. But if you have an all foam mattress, you kind of want it to be breathable and circulate air underneath there.
So that's where the slats come in.
Correct.
Okay.
But there can't be more than 3 inches of space between the slats if you want the warranty to be valid.
Okay.
So that's where I say, throw a bunky board, which is in place of a piece of plywood or something.
Available at the Mattress Superstore.
Bunky boards.
Bunky boards. Oh, yes, I do remember what I was going to ask. Okay, so you always hear all the time, like, sleep on it for 30 nights and bring it back. Does anyone actually ever bring their mattress back?
8%.
8%.
So
Okay.
that's a comfort exchange. You have 100 nights to sleep on it.
100.
But when you first get a new mattress, so you're picking out your new mattress, and the one on the floor doesn't feel like the one that you'll receive because it's like you're getting a brand new one. So
that makes
that's
sense.
why we ask that you sleep on it for 30 nights to let it break in. It's like a new pair of shoes. And sometimes when you get a new mattress, it's like going to the chiropractor, you're straightening your back out. So you're like, oh man, that's support I haven't felt in years.
Okay. So what happens if someone does bring their mattress back?
So we exchange it. We do free delivery. And the second delivery, there's a $49 swap out charge. And those the exchange mattress goes to our clearance centers.
Okay. Speaking of clearance centers, what an amazing segue that I didn't even know I needed. You've got the original Mattress Superstore flagship store here right next to Manchester's. It's the one with the balloon on top, which I did notice the balloon's back on.
The
On
balloons
Washington
are back.
Way, right?
Yep.
Yes. The balloon's only on during the summer.
Yeah.
Okay, obviously. It's the Pacific Northwest after all. But you mentioned that you have a Kelso location now, and it happens to be a factory outlet store.
Correct.
So can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I buy some stuff that comes from like floor models from other companies that they're trying to get rid of some stuff, and I buy it at a big discount. Also, like Costco mattresses, they stack them deep and sell them cheap, and we buy the ones that they don't sell. Sometimes they're all different trucks, but we stack them up there and sell them cheaper than Costco.
Wow.
They stack them deep and sell them cheap.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking about getting a mattress from Costco, stop by Kelso first.
Yeah. Yeah, we got them cheaper.
Yeah, and where is that store located? Because we're saying Kelso, but like, let's be real. It seems like it's in Longview.
It feels like it's in Longview, but it's technically a Kelso address. Yes.
Yeah, it's on Royal Street, right at the end of the old bridge.
Okay, it's Kelso wearing a Longview disguise.
Yeah, I can see the Longview store from the Kelso store.
Yeah.
So it's next to the veterinary clinic with the funny signs, right?
Cowlitz County, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Like something about sharks and dogs and whatever. Yeah. I think that was the last time I saw the sign. The
Oh.
sign. Sharks, dogs, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so new factory outlet store. So people can get the deal there.
Yeah, if you want to go get the deal, go see Matt Morris. We call him Mattress Morris.
Mattress Morris, that's so cute. And Matt is just such a little cute sweetie. So
He is pretty cool.
he is pretty cool and sweet. Okay, speaking of, so Matt, I have also known Matt for a million years because Matt has worked at the Mattress Superstore basically, how long? 10 years?
10, 13 years.
10, 13
right
years,
there with
yeah.
Corey.
So
Nice.
earlier today, I'm going to tell you guys, John was trying to get out of coming on this podcast.
What?
He was. And something about fireworks. He had to go buy some for cheap. We are getting close to the 4th of July. And he was throwing out names. He was like, well, maybe I'll send Corey to come talk. I'm like, if you've ever met my husband, you know he's not coming on this podcast. Even though the other day he was like, do you ever talk about me? And I'm like, no, never. So try to get Corey.
3 times in this episode.
So true. Anyway, no. John's like, oh, well, maybe Joe could come, which Joe is what? Your accountant?
Yeah.
Okay. Love Joe. Love Joe. I sold them a house. Shout out to Joe and Sarah. Probably not who we need on the podcast. Love him.
Right.
Right.
You know, you brought up Matt and said, you know, come on, I'll send Matt over there. I'm like, John, we need you, first of all.
But I'm shy.
You're a salesperson.
You're not shy.
I'm not a salesperson. Like, hey guys,
That's
come on
true.
in. Come see what Wacky John's got on sale today.
Honestly, you should.
Nobody wants a salesperson that's doing this, Adam, anyways. I mean,
Wacky John.
for the record.
No, you actually should do Wacky John radio ads. But, okay. Anyway.
I hope that
Get a
doesn't catch
mattress.
on.
Wacky John. Okay. So, you know, I was like, well, also, what if one of those people doesn't work there forever? Then you have this Mattress Superstore episode floating around, and it's like, oh, well, the person that talked about it doesn't even work there anymore.
With just a rando.
Yeah, and John said, nobody ever leaves the Mattress Superstore, which was a joke. We're laughing, but it is true.
Yeah.
Like, you started, what did we say, 16 years ago? The first couple of years, it was just the owners.
Right.
But then, you know, the first round of people that were hired, you've got Matt, you've got Corey, you've got some of the salespeople I know.
Eddie, Carrie.
Yes, a lot of people who have been there for years. And that's definitely a testament to a good business owner, but a good place to work as well.
A good company culture. People, a place that people want to show up to every day.
Yeah. So, you know, back on the business side, how do you prioritize that? Do you prioritize it? Is it something that's just happened, or is it something that when you're, you know, focusing on your business that you focus on?
I make it a place that I want to come to work, and I think most of my employees think that, you know, hey, this doesn't suck, you know. So when they're waking up in the morning, they go like, I can go to work and this is easy. A lot of the things that I like to do is I think about like the delivery guys. I go out and buy Costco things of this is not a Costco ad, but
Not sponsored.
Yeah,
We wish.
Yeah, just like food for them when they come in at 7:30 in the morning. You know, they're all disheveled trying to get their act together, and I, you know, get them something to eat, get them a drink, stuff like that. Have awesome Christmas parties.
They do have awesome Christmas
Go
parties.
golfing.
The magician year for the Christmas party.
That was pretty cool.
That was my favorite. It was at McMinimans.
Yeah.
Also not sponsored, but they could. And they're actually close, so they could. Yeah, great Christmas parties, and definitely an atmosphere also where it's like, I think you treat your employees like they're humans, not just like they're employees.
Right.
Which, you know, going through the pandemic and the time when it was hard to get people to come to work, and still even this day, and also just like the minimum wage is so high and everything like that, having good employees is so important, but also it's really hard. So I think you've done a good job with that.
You got to be there for them. I mean, I'm the owner, but I don't think that they always view me as the owner. Like, I'm very approachable. Come see me. You know, if you have a problem, I'll issue. You know,
And if you need a pillow.
if you need a pillow, we're doing free pillow weekends at Mattress Superstore right now.
Woo!
Free pillow weekends.
Woo!
Woo! Seriously, you guys, free pillow weekend.
Yeah, seriously, that's a great idea.
So speaking
Father's
of,
Day is coming. Every father needs a new pillow.
That's true. Don't get him a tie. Get him a pillow.
honestly, he'll use it a lot more, especially in Cowlitz County, because none of us really wear ties.
That is true.
You know, when was the last time you wore a tie, John?
Long pause.
I know he has to think about it.
A wedding.
Wedding. Thank you.
Yep.
Wedding, yeah. Shout out to the bride and groom.
Mm-hmm.
Was it you? Was
No.
that the last time?
Ronnie Earl is getting married in a couple weeks.
Oh my gosh.
I will be wearing a tie.
Do you know
to
Ronnie
that.
Earl?
I don't.
Oh, shout out to Ronnie because he was one of the original employees as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And he has moved on from working at Mattress Superstore, but you're going to his wedding.
We still hang out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that is such a testament to the type of boss, entrepreneur you are. You take care of your people, and it shows.
Yeah. Oh, Ronnie. I haven't thought of him in a while.
Cool dude.
He's a cool dude.
Well, congratulations, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna need a new mattress.
Yeah. Too late.
Sorry.
He already got one.
Oh, okay. So one of the questions I wanted to ask too, because, I'm so spoiled mattress wise, even though if you ask me what I sleep on, I don't know. I'm so spoiled with my mattress. I'm so spoiled with my pillows.
She's so spoiled, she doesn't have to know.
So true. No, I'm not spoiled in anything else, but we sleep good at our house.
Weird to think that I know what you sleep on.
What do I sleep on?
You sleep on a Stearns and Foster Luxe Estate, top of the line.
It is so nice,
Yeah.
you guys. Except
That
it's
sounds
interesting.
so bougie.
It's so nice. But it's interesting because it feels unlike any other mattress I've ever slept on. Do you sleep on the same thing?
No,
What a weird thing to
And
say.
it does. It's like it's extremely uncomfortable to sit on, where like most mattresses you can like hang out like in a seated position, but when you lay down you're just like, I'm in heaven right now.
Now I want to go to the showroom and like lay on it
Do
because
you want to go lay on my bed?
well, I'm not at your house. I'm sure John has one at the storeroom, you weirdo.
I don't know if he does.
Yeah.
Corey just comes home and Katie and I are like laying in the bed.
Let's cut that out of the podcast.
Not in no.
So your mattress has 1,700 coils.
Possibly 400 feet?
Yeah.
Or no,
400
miles?
miles. 400
Maybe?
miles, yeah.
Possibly 400 miles?
That
so
one would probably.
what do you sleep on?
I sleep on a hybrid, so it's made by Sealy. It's a Brenham hybrid. It's a firmer model, has firmer coils in the center, 3% cooling, not 10, but I actually really like it. It has heavier gauge coils on the outside.
Okay, so I guess that's one of the things too.
I am so undereducated on my mattress. Like if anyone were to ask me what mattress am I sleeping on, I'm going to say king size. Back comes up like old people, like so I can read.
That's called an adjustable bed base.
That's all I got.
And her law tag's missing.
Probably.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The adjustable that we have also has speakers in it, so we can play music on it.
Oh,
What?
Where
I told
did you
we
get
sleep
that?
nice. Mattress
Mattress
Superstore. We also have my pillow because I'm a side sleeper. Is the one you guys like? This is a game changer if you sleep on your side and you like want your arm underneath your pillow. It
I
has
do.
the cutout, so it's like not. It goes like this, and then there's like
The shoulder cut out?
the shoulder cutout.
I do like those.
Those
Those
are
are actually
so
our
nice.
number one selling pillow.
It's the best. I should be the sponsor for that. Not the sponsor. I should be like the spokesperson because I'm obsessed. So if you need a new pillow, but it's not part of the free pillow weekend, so don't get it twisted. You have to pay for one of those.
True.
Don't get
Thank
it
you.
twisted.
Don't get it twisted. Don't be walking in there on a weekend and say, I want one of the shoulder cutout pillows or whatever you said. Because
Those
you're
will
not
not
going to
be
get it. Mm-mm. But you will get a free pillow, so you might as well go in.
That's true.
Yeah, okay.
Free pillows.
Where do you land on the firm, soft conversation?
So, Mama Bear, Baby Bear, Papa Bear, the three firmnesses we have in multiple brands. The firm is the number one exchange mattress because usually, back in the day, there's only three firmnesses: firm, firmer, and firmest. Which one do you want? And so I usually recommend the one in the middle.
Okay.
And the pillow top.
It's just right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just right. But, you can go in and try them out. And that is something also to remember, especially in this day and age where, you can buy everything online, but some of the stuff you can buy online is just weird. Including mattresses. I
Yes.
personally feel like it's weird to buy a mattress online. You can go
Agreed.
into the store. You can get a Nectar mattress at Mattress Superstore.
Right.
You can get the kind that are in a box, so you don't have to like lug it to your house like full on spread out mattress. You can get it through those tight corners in the 100-year-old houses over on, in the old West Side. You can carry them up in a box. Right? All at the
Right.
Mattress Superstore where you can actually try
Test it
first.
out first to see if you like it. Yes, because that's what stops me from purchasing them online as well. Mm-hmm. And you can keep your money local.
Yeah. Shop
You can
local.
keep your money local. Speaking of local, owned locally, pays the sales tax,
Yeah.
and free delivery.
Sales tax is a big one. We started that back in like 2012 or And that's drove a lot of business towards us because we pay the sales tax, and we have some mattresses that are price fixed. So it's the same price wherever you buy them. So we really do truly pay the sales tax.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So there's no point in going to Portland to get a mattress.
Right.
Yeah. You can not pay the sales tax right here in Cowlitz County. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
This is good coffee, guys.
Super good coffee. Wink, wink. Is there anything else kind of like misnomers that you think maybe you need to set the record straight when it comes to mattresses or when it comes to Mattress Superstore or anything?
Misnomers. Mattresses. I can't think of any misnomers. Help me out here.
I don't know. I just ask the questions. You answer them. If there's none, then that's great. You get what you see when you get a mattress. You get what you see. And you can return it if you don't like it. You'll be one of the 8%.
That's a lot higher than I thought you were going to say, to tell you the truth. Interesting.
Interesting.
What do you think the percentage was going to be?
I don't know, like 2?
I just think for the fact that it's annoying.
Right. It's such an inconvenience. At least it seems.
Well, I mean, we live in an Amazon culture. I mean, people like throw stuff back in the box and send it back to Amazon. There's a lot more returns nowadays, and it's a huge issue.
Well, and you guys come and pick it back up. Yes, there is a little bit of a fee, but I guess it's not that hard. It's a little more risk-free because, you know, you get your mattress delivered. You don't pay the sales tax. It's at your house. You sleep on it for 30 nights, 60 nights, whatever. You hate it. Your back hurts, yada, yada. You can call Mattress Superstore, and they can pick it up for you.
Yeah. So it's 100 days. It's a comfort guarantee. So you come in and you would reselect another product and we would do the exchange.
Okay. The swapping of the beds.
Swapping of the beds.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very interesting. Well, I think we've covered everything mattress.
I think we have.
Back to Wile E. Coyote.
Back to Wile E. Coyote. Back to some fun facts. But no, really, actually back to some Cowlitz County questions for you.
Yes.
You know.
What are your hot spots, John?
There's always Mill City Grill. I like Triangle Bowl.
Classic.
I actually just discovered this new place in Castle Rock. You can go there and throw the axes.
Yes.
That is so much fun.
That's what you should do for your Christmas party this year.
Is it called what's it called? Help me out.
Castle Rock axe throwing. I think
Okay,
it's very
thank you,
It's in the old Mount St. Helens building where they had the theater.
Which, oh my gosh,
Yes.
did you guys ever go there when there were rumble seats?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I was explaining the Cinedome is what it used to be called. Cowlitz County, if you know, you know.
Yes.
I was explaining it to someone that we know, Brandon. And I was like, it used to be so cool. It would play a video of Mount St. Helens erupting and then the seats would rumble. And he's like, you are way too impressed by this. And I'm like, yeah, I probably am too
But if
impressed
you
by
grew
this.
up in Cowlitz County and you grew up going to like Johnston's Ridge Observatory, that was the cool thing to do.
It was the cool thing to do.
Yeah, it was the cool thing to do.
So are you good at axe throwing?
I wasn't when I showed up, but they have somebody that'll kind of guide you through the whole process.
Did you do double-handed?
No, but my
single-handed?
buddy actually, I think one of the owners was there, and he shouldered to him and said, "Hey, here's these knives. You want to try to throw the knives?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Is that part of the deal, or was
I
that
don't
like a
think that's
back
part of-
alley
that
person?
was like a, hey, you look like you can throw some knives kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I feel like you guys could
Interesting.
set this up at the warehouse. You know, maybe a discarded mattress, do a little axe throwing in the back.
Well, we do have 8% returns, so we could just throw.
Right. That's what I'm saying. A little something for Corey to do on a slow day.
Yeah.
A little light axe throwing.
Yeah, for sure. He's
Do
pretty
you-
good at axe throwing.
Do you ever catch the warehouse people doing shenanigans in the warehouse, like jumping on the mattresses?
We can't talk about this.
Oh, sorry.
Because I told him a story that I had heard from like one of the old warehouses. You guys have changed warehouses so many times.
Yeah.
Which, as my husband is the warehouse manager, every time
Katie,
he
a rat
changes.
fink.
I'm a rat fink. No, I thought he knew the story. I'm not going to say it on here. But that's why I can't tell the stories I know because John's like, please don't tell me that happened.
You do. You catch people jumping on the mattresses.
Or sleeping on the mattresses.
You catch people taking naps?
Not anymore because all the
I
mattresses.
suppose that makes sense.
Yeah, all the mattresses now are like in the same room, but they used to have a warehouse where it was like a maze inside because it was an old medical facility here in town.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so it was like there were just random beds in like random huge rooms. I feel like that's when the sleeping was at an all-time high.
Yeah, there was a lot of sleeping.
When the sleeping ran
the most
rampant.
recent shenanigans that happened involved your husband.
Oh no.
And
Shout out to Corey.
so he was doing his job, and he went out there to investigate what all the ruckus was about or something. And he's checking in a truck or whatever he's doing. and the guys had a basketball cardboard hoop set up, and one of the employees had a makeshift plastic basketball and just jumped over your husband and dunked it, and somebody recorded it and sent it to me.
Then they jumped on the mattress,
from the mattress
and
no,
over?
no mattresses were involved actually in the making of this film.
Oh, wow.
So, but he
Someone's got
actually
hops.
jumped over him and dunked it.
Interesting.
That
I'll have
does
to
sound
see that
fun.
video later. My son, when he was little, always wanted to have his birthday parties there because, you know, he'd go and like jump from mattress to mattress, and he weighed like 40 pounds. So I was like, that's fine. Don't worry. They're encased in plastic, you guys.
Yeah.
But he'd be like, can I have my birthday here? And we're like, absolutely not. Do you know the insurance risk that we would be taking if we like have a birthday party here? No.
Big bouncy house.
Yeah.
Almost like Sky Zone, but not.
Yeah, really. Also,
Business
you
idea,
mentioned
John.
Mill City Grill, which
Yeah.
Mill City Grill just won Best of Southwest Washington for their salads, which we've talked about because we love their salads. But Mattress
salad.
Superstore, 2 years running,
2023, 2024.
yes, Best of Southwest Washington for a mattress store.
The king of mattresses.
The king of mattresses.
Here we
Shout
go.
out to John.
Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I think we've
Yes.
covered all of our bases. Gabby, do you have any other questions?
No,
for John?
I'm highly impressed with your trivia knowledge.
Well, can I ask you guys?
Yes.
Well, I know what you're sleeping on. What are you sleeping on?
I mean, I already told you, I don't know. It's a king-sized memory foam-ish thing.
Okay.
It's got a remote
And
control.
she has an adjustable base, so
It's got
that's
an
like pretty
adjustable
nice.
base.
All right. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
But honestly, you know, one last shout out. First of all, thank you to Mattress Superstore because they are one of our sponsors. And thank
Yes.
you to Surf Pro of Longview Kelso, also one of our sponsors. And we will be having Ryan Grady on here within the next month and a half, probably. So thank you for coming on for that. But again, if you need a mattress, if you need pillows, you need a bunkie board, you know where to go. Mattress Superstore. Not only do they have the original flagship store here next to Manchester Brothers, but they also have their factory outlet store. So if you are shopping for a bed on a budget, they have got you covered. It's in Kelso, technically. We all know it's Longview. Get on over to the Mattress Superstore factory outlet and get yourself a bed. John, thank you so much for coming
And
on.
some free pillows.
And some free pillows every weekend while they last. Get them while they are hot.
Cool.
You heard it here first.
Cool.
Thank you, John.
That's awesome. Thank you, guys.